Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Trinella here, and today I'm going to be doing 1 hour of learning Germany metas in Geoguessr. Now, I've got 3 different maps lined up, so let's see how much we can learn today and jump right into the video. Alright, so a lot of these first couple of rounds is going to be me just kind of like guessing in the country and learning the meta after. I only know very few metas about Germany at the moment because I recorded a bus stop / stop sign video yesterday where I learned some things about some of the Germany bus stop signs. So let's see how we do. Okay, Schützenbahn. We seem to be in a very fairly big city. Dark architecture, yellow license plate there. There's Arabic up here. Ramada. Okay, so we see the green H with a yellow circle and a green outer, which is something that is common across bus stops all over Germany. And then it's blue text, right? I don't know what the blue text is. I don't remember. I'll go north and we'll see. Okay, we were in Essen. So different regions of Germany use a slightly different cycling sign design. So if we look at here in the scene. Alright, so if we look here at the magnifying glass, we can see kind of like in the more northwestern part, we've got these red bike signs. If we look in the slightly more southern, we've got these green signs here with the bike. And then if we look in the very north, we have white signs with like green text and symbols. Okay. All right, we've got, of course, a German bollard with the 2 white dots on one side, and then oh, this bollard has green on the top. I've never seen that before. Wedge-ish shaped, and then like this gray rectangle on the right. So we see Town and Ebbinghausen, which I think are 2 cities. A blue front of the car, back of the car. This feels like maybe more near southern Germany, like maybe near the Austria border. So I'm gonna go there. Okay, we were a lot more northern. So some bollards in North Rhine-Westphalia have a green bit at the top. The top can also be another color. Okay. So like the northwest has the green bollards. Okay, we have a bollard here. We have this orange thing on the side of the road, which I don't know what that is, but that probably is what the meta is about. And we've just got kind of like foresty hills all around us, so maybe I'll go more northeast. Okay. So this is a guardrail type meta, and we were on the border with Austria, so we're finally learning about guardrail types. So A type we can see here in this magnifying glass. Okay. And B type is this. So it looks like an A type guardrail is more like wobbly and like curvy, versus like the B type guardrail is more like blocky and like angular. So the B type is more common in the eastern half, and then it looks like the A type is more common in like the north and western half, and then a little bit in the very bottom. Okay. So the guardrails will be helpful to look out for in future rounds. So we have Fusen is one city, and what is the other one? Buehling, maybe? Very big mountains in the back. We have a lot of flowers here, which are really pretty. So yellow flowers in this field, lots of dark forests. I don't really have much of a clue. I'm gonna go kind of here, near Poland's border. Okay, this is the Alp region. So the German Alps is the most mountainous region in Germany, mostly concentrated on the Austrian border. Okay. Leitung. We have some sort of plant here. No green tops to the bollards. Oh wait, we do have a green top of the bollard. Okay. Green top of the bollard is more northwest, I think. Okay. Okay. I know that's not like super close, but I think we were in the right region, so I'm really proud that we got that right. This was a green bollard top again. Some bollards in North Rhine-Westphalia have a green bit at the top, and it can also be a different color. Okay, perfect. All right, 3.7k. Not the greatest score, but we're gonna learn so much today and hopefully get better at Germany region guessing, so we can improve our duels knowledge in the future. Okay, we have a lot of brick houses here, kind of stony pavement. I feel like it's gonna be a meta about the types of the houses, like with the types of like tiling on the roof, or maybe the brick house. I want to say this feels maybe more northern, just like an initial guess, and we'll see. Okay, so we were way more eastern, near the Poland border, but the sign back connectors. So on the backs of the signs, there are... Okay, so sign back connector. You can also use the sign back connectors to region guess Germany. The double connector are generally wider. T-shaped connectors may look like this. Okay. Okay, so if we see the double bar in the back of the sign, more likely in like the north part, kind of near Denmark and Poland, like that border. All right, so we've got a sign here with like a name, wedge-shaped bollard. What else do we have to go off of here? License plate. Maybe this feels more like the German Alps to me, so I'm gonna go near like the Austria border. Okay, no. This was a place name suffix meta, so some of the more useful and common suffixes you can use to region guess Germany. So if we got -OW, we're more near like the Poland border up here, which makes sense because I think there's like a meta, or like a kind of meta in Poland where it's like OW, I think is more common in the north of Poland, and then cities ending in OWO are more common in the south maybe, or maybe I have that mixed up and it's the opposite. But either way, so Poland border kind of got OW. ITZ is a little bit under that, kind of above the Czechia border. ACH endings are more near like Austria and in the middle of Germany, and then near like the Luxembourg, Switzerland, -WEILER, so dash Weiler, and then nothing for the Northwest. Okay. I think we might have had this location because I feel like I remember this like dandelion yellow flower field. I want to say this feels like the German Alps. Hopefully we're correct this time. We'll see. Okay, great. So this was the Germany Alp region. We only got 3.4k there, but we got the right meta identified and definitely a better region guess now that we know about it. So the German Alps, most mountainous region in Germany, mostly concentrated on the Austrian border. Okay. All right, so we've got some sort of like Volkswagen sign up here, a church in the background, ACH ending, dark green forest. Okay, ACH. So is this potentially a name meta? So ACH, it's not like the OW ending. Maybe it is more like down here. Okay, it was more in like the middle towards the east. So there are some more useful common suffixes you can use to region guess Germany. Okay, so we just got the wrong region, but it was more like in this like middle part here. Okay. Okay, UNG. I think we've had this location because I feel like I remember this like, I don't know what plant this is. Like wheat? Okay, we have the green tipped bollard, which is more common in this like northwestern part. I'm gonna go near Dortmund. Is it ever more east? Maybe? Okay, not horrible. We got the right meta identified, which is good. So we were a little bit closer to Bielefeld in Münster. Okay. All right, we've got very, very like flat, you know, farmlands. But because we've got these green tip bollards here, and then do we have any other colors? We do not. I'm gonna say that we're in this like part of Germany right here in like the west, northwest. Kind of very hilly. A lot of wind turbines, so I wonder if there's maybe like a wind turbine meta also. I'm gonna go like near Dortmund. Okay, we were a little bit closer to like the Belgium and Netherlands border. This was a green LVR top meta, so some of the green caps will have the text LVR along with a small coat of arms. These specific green caps are unique to southern North Rhine-Westphalia, and that is this section right here. Okay, LVR and a coat of arms is northwest near Belgium border. Okay. All right, initially, like, looking at these buildings, like, I would not think Germany if I just saw this. Like, for some reason, I think more, like, Eastern Europe. Okay, we've got... I think this is, like, a toy donation box here. Alba... I don't really see too much, like, information to go off of for region guessing, at least not metas that I currently know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go more near Poland border. Okay, nice. We're actually in Cottbus, so I almost zoomed in on there, but I was like, I don't want to like hard commit to the border over there. But these are commie blocks, so these large utilitarian apartment buildings constructed during the socialist era that are also known as commie blocks are common in all of former East Germany. Okay. Alright, .de. I mean, that is good information if we were in a duel, but because we're playing a Germany only map, not the most helpful. Linda, though, I don't know if that is a common gas brand in maybe only one part of the country. New Hoferstrabe. Let's see, do we have any bus stops? We have buses. So we have red buses with like blue strips on them and white. Sand. And we have these like containers, shipping containers in the background here. What route is that? The 1 or 7? Huh. Well, I see the 7 up here, but I think the 7 goes very far down the whole country. I'm gonna go near Hamburg because I can't tell if that's a 1 or a 7, but there's a 1 and a 7 right here. So that would make sense if maybe we're here and then, you know, shipping containers, you can go out the river, into the sea, and then into the ocean. Okay, so I got it right, but not for the right reasons, I guess. So it was a sign back connector meta, which we've had before, but I didn't even look at. So the double connector, more common in the north, and then the T-shaped connector, a little bit more common in other areas. Okay. Stettener Oktoberfest. Okay. Little antenna in the back. Rheinstetten. Okay, so that's definitely like the name of the city, right? Rheinstetten. Red roof there. Yellow on the bollard. Diamond. Do we have any backs of the signs to help us? No, these are all fronts of the signs. Okay, there is a little pole here with like a white and red like wraparound sticker maybe. So I don't know if that is ever the meta here. And I don't know the city, so I'll do quick scan, but then otherwise... I don't see it, so I'm gonna go near Bielefeld. Okay, we were more southern. We were kind of near the, like, one of the parts of the French border. So it was a place named Suffix meta, but the meta map doesn't show the ending of what I saw here, which I think was Rheinstetten, so that is okay. We will keep learning. Okay, this is just a field and a big tree. Hello, tree. Wow. Alright, this is kind of just like a big field. I want to say this feels maybe more like the Germany-Poland border, because it reminds me of like Poland too, like the vegetation, so I'm gonna go there. Alright, cool. We were pretty close. So this meta was Germany northeast tree marking. You can spot trees that are painted white close to the bottom of the trunk in the northeast. You're rarely going to find them outside the shaded region. Okay. All right, 13K, definitely not bad, and I think our best score yet on this map. All right, we had this meta. I think this was like that block building meta that was more common in the northeast. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, we were in Cottbus, which we had this exact location, but I couldn't remember exactly where. But we were on like the border of Poland and Germany, so I think we identified the correct meta. We just did not get the right city. All right, big green field, big forests, reddish trunks of the trees. Blue back of the car, blue-ish, blur. Where are there a lot of forests? Oh, this tree is kind of like phasing in and out. Let's see. Maybe like up here? Okay, no, we were a little bit more south of Berlin. So, okay, again, I forgot to look at the tree painting. So this was the northeast tree marking. Trees painted white to the bottom of the trunk are more likely in the northeast. Okay. New and R. Okay. I feel like the vibes I'm getting are more... maybe more near the Austria border. Like maybe it's like the German Alp meta, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Any green tipped bollards? No. Back of the sign does not have the T shape or the two things. No painted trees, so yeah, I'm gonna go there for now. Okay, no, this is a name suffix meta, so we were just more northwest near Bonn. 2 yellow dots on the side of the bollard. 2 white dots over here. Okay, interesting. White stripe, like a thin wooden pole. Very foresty though, so I wonder, is it like a chevron meta ever? Because I can't really make out the name of the city. So I don't really have much to go off of here. I'm gonna go near Magdeburg. Okay. Oh, it was the green bollard top. Okay, I didn't see green bollard top, but maybe it blended in with like the grass and I didn't see it. But we would have got the region right if we did see that. So okay, blue car, a little antenna here. Is this ever something, the back of the sign? Okay, we have this like like a T shape at the top and then the two lines here. So I think the T shape was like a little bit under the very northeast of the country, so maybe right here. Okay, not horrible, but not great. So I think I feel like I saw both sign back connectors, but maybe it was only the main sign and not the little thing at the top that I should have been looking at. But we were way more north, near Hamburg. Okay. Okay, so this bollard is interesting because you can see beyond like the regular like black, strip and then like the white bollard, there's a little like red strip under, which I've never seen before. So I think that must be unique to a certain area. And then this side of the bollard has 2 black dots in the middle of the white circles, which I've also never seen, but I also don't know if I've ever zoomed in this close to a bollard, so maybe they all have them. But reddish roofs, so I feel like that is something also kind of hilly, foresty. Where do I want to go here? Maybe more near Switzerland is where I'm thinking. Okay, these were North Munich hop fields. So you can find hop fields in these regions commonly just seen north of Munich. Okay. So we've got this green tipped bollard with a coat of arms. Now, where was that? I feel like it was northwest somewhere. Maybe it was near like the Belgium-Netherlands border. Is that where I was thinking? I'm gonna go near Bonn. I feel like it was somewhere here. Okay, I think that was really good, right? Yeah. No, I think that's a great score. So this was the green LVR top. So some of the green caps will have the text LVR with a small coat of arms unique to Southern North Rhine-Westphalia. Okay. Okay, wedge-shaped bollards, they look normal. No green tips. So what can we use to find out where we are? Bike lane on the right and left. No black dots in the middle of the white circles. I don't really know here. I can't see any of like the backs of the signs either, so maybe it's a tree meta. These kind of look like spades, like, you know, like on a card deck, like the different suits, so we'd have a spade. But I don't know. So I'm gonna go like near Nuremberg. Okay, we were very, very farther north in Germany. So there was a sign back connector, which I didn't see any backs of the sign, so something to look out for more. Okay, we had this location. So it says Linda. Where was it? Was it a back of the sign meta? I think. Maybe. A number 1 route. A church over there. Oh, shipping containers. Okay. Shipping containers, we were near Hamburg, and I think we were on like this side of the river. Okay, cool. We do remember that one. All right, we've got this like very like green field of some sort of vegetation. Ooh, black tip bollards. See, this would trip me up in a duel because I would think black tip bollards, automatically I'm in Austria or Slovenia, but because we're playing a Germany only map, obviously not there. Does it say anything? It has like a number on here, but I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna go near the Austria border because I feel like these are a common bollard top in Austria and Slovenia. Okay. We were in the northwest again. So it was a green bollard top, but it was a black bollard top, so that's why I thought near the Austria border, but it looks like they can also be another color, so that is okay. Alright, 9K, not bad there. We're gonna move on to our second map and see how we do and what we learn. Alright, we've got a major Germany learnable. Alright, we've got these wedge-shaped bollards with like a dot on top. I don't know what these are. These like wooden carved statues. Like we've got bears and other animals. The H is the bus stop sign, but there's like red and yellow tape on it. So I wonder what that is. Are these cows? Hello, cows. All right, what is the vibe? Oh, we've got like a wooden cabin thing here. People on motorcycles. This feels maybe like more near like the Switzerland border, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, I don't think that was the most horrible guess, but we were more near the Austrian border, not the Switzerland border, so this was a German Alp meta, mostly concentrated on the Austrian border. Okay. Okay, we've got a lot of big like green leafy trees. Big tractor, car on the right, kind of this like wooden outhouse thing. Maybe it's like a, I don't know what that is. Reddish brown roof. Yeah, maybe it's a tree meta. I don't know, and I don't see any like bollards or backs of the signs, right? Oh, are the tree trunks like painted white? Maybe like the bottoms of them. I don't see that like painted white thing. I think that's just moss. Yeah, they don't look painted. So I don't have much to go off of here. I'm gonna go kind of just like in the middle. I'll go near Frankfurt. Okay, we are more near the Poland border. So this is a Germany infrastructure tree tag. So many trees in Brandenburg and Mecklenburg-Vorpommern have these tiny green markers on them. Rarely find them in Lower Saxony. Okay. Okay. Green tree tag. Are these cylindrical bollards ever? The shape looks super weird, and one white dot and one white strip. cornfields, right? Or wheat fields, some sort of thing. Dark green forest in the back. Forest? Dark green, like, hills. I'm not a forest. We have churches, red roofs, kind of stormy, overcast clouds in the back there. These cylindrical bollards make me think more France, but I don't know if that is correct. I'm going to go near the France border because I think that's what it's making me think of. Okay, we were closer to the Austrian border, so these were wooden bollards. So these round wooden bollards, which have a painted top, are found in Bavaria. Okay. All right, we've got tall tree here. Red roof. Red lamp. Painted tree, no. Any bollards? No, not really. I kind of see a blue street sign here, but no bus stop sign, right? Maybe a little H down there, but I'm not sure. So maybe it's like the red lamppost thing. I'm gonna go here. I'll go near Landshut. Okay, no, we were really, really close to the Czechia border, right? Okay, so this architecture, so arches and half-timbered houses. So this type of half-timbered house with arches at the ground floor is very common in this region of Saxony. Okay. Okay, regular bollard, big trees, big wind turbines, very flat land, aside from like a forest area. Huh, and maybe like a soccer, football pitch. I want to go more near like the Netherlands border, maybe northwest. Okay, we were more northeast, so this is Germany infrastructure white bollard plate. So these basic white plates on bollards can be found in all states except for Bavaria, Saarland, and the city-states. Okay. 1.3K there. Definitely we can do better, so let's keep learning and see how we do. All right, we've got a red roof here, like tan yellow building. Do we have a bus stop sign? We do. Okay, so green H with like the yellow circle and then the outer green circle, and then yellow text with red writing, or yellow background with red text. Where was that I learned? I don't remember this one. I'm gonna go in Osnabrück and we'll see. Okay, we were more northern in Bremerhaven. So Bremerhaven, which is still a part of Bremen, uses bus stops with a gray section of the sign of the bus stops with a gray section on the opposite side of the signpost. Bus stop's name is red with a yellow section. Okay. So it's still part of Bremen. I was thinking Bremen a little bit, but it didn't seem exactly right. Okay, very big blur, which I know at one point Germany coverage when I played this game like many years ago, like it had like all blurs like over most of the houses and stuff, so the coverage is very easy to identify. Reddish houses. Lots of names on that sign here. Any mountains in the back? Kind of just very hilly, not super mountainous. Any tree paint? There is not any tree tag. Also don't see any tree tags, so I'm gonna go near Stuttgart and I will see where we are. Okay, we were even more south, so this was a triangle post gray, so Baden-Württemberg uses gray triangle posts. And, ooh, there's a triangle post map, okay. Alright, so this is definitely going to be a map that we have to study, like, outside of the video, because it looks like there's a lot of different triangle posts that there could be across the country. And I can't tell the finer details from the small screenshot, so something I'm going to definitely pull up later. Okay, we've got very flat land, like a forest in the background, wheat / corn or hops or whatever plant this is. Lots of red roofs, bollard, car, house. Is there paint on this tree? There's not, or a tree tag. So I don't know what meta it is, if it's one we've learned so far. I'm gonna go near like the France border. Okay, so a lot more north. Um, so the north and especially northwest of Germany is very flat. Okay, that is good to know. Okay. Ending in a Freisister. What is this? What is the meta here? It seems like we're in a big city. What does it say? Hanover? Hanover, where is that? Is that a big city or region? I feel like I've heard of it before. Oh, here. Okay, okay. So are we just somewhere in Hanover? Hopefully I'm not getting baited by the car or the taxi, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, perf. So we didn't get it because of the street sign, but we got it because of the taxi saying Hanover in it. So Hanover uses white signs with a wider than usual gap between the sign and the metallic frame. Okay. Blue strip on the left. Like a reddish flag there. Okay, so not painted tree. No tree tag. Anything weird on the bollards? Do I see any weird bollards? No, no colored caps. Reddish houses though, like I feel like a lot of red houses mean something. Are these more cylindrical? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm gonna go more near like Berlin. Okay, we were more near Hanover, so these are Lower Saxony metal border markers. So markers with a metallic border around the marker itself are found in Schleswig, Holstein, and Lower Saxony. The numbers after the comma are usually smaller on the markers in Lower Saxony. Okay. Okay, this is a new place, so I've got these like cream colored buildings with like red like window things. Very like rectangular housing, which is very interesting. Is this ever that block meta? Maybe? Does it say name under? It says something Dort at the end, right? I don't know. I'm guessing more near the eastern border though. Okay. We were in the north. So this is something we're definitely having trouble with because I think I haven't even seen the back of the signposts or I haven't looked for them. So double connector sign back is very common in Schleswig, Holstein, and Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. It's also found in Brandenburg. Rarely you see it in Saxony, Rhineland, Palatinate, or Hamburg. Okay. Okay, we see a little bit of the car here. It's like a black Volkswagen, so maybe that is a meta. This is a little... It would be better if I could see like the Aldi sign because I think I saw a map on maybe like the Geoguessr Reddit that was like the northern and southern like Aldi differences, so I think I would be able to tell if I saw one of those. Okay, we have a big sign here, but I want to try to find like what the meta is and not just look for the location name. We've got this pavement with like interwoven like brick stone pieces or whatever you call them. Oh wait, is this Aldi in the back? Oh, this is Aldi. Okay, I just did not look around. Okay, so blue Aldi, not like the red and yellow one, but this one is the red and yellow. So which one of these two is it? I think this blue one, if I'm going based off the one on the right, feels more northern, and I think the one with like the red and yellow border is the south. So I'm gonna go near Wolfsburg. No. Okay. So this is Aldi Süd. So I looked at a map earlier and then I did not memorize it right. So there are two regional Aldi chains which have split Germany into two. So Aldi Süd in the south and Aldi Nord in the north. Oh, okay. So the Aldi blue in the north is even more light blue and it kind of looks more like taffy to me. So maybe that's how I remember it if I see Aldi with like the taffy kind of shape. And then in the south, it's like the typical like yellow with like the orange and then blue Aldi sign. Okay. Okay, we've got white outer lines, white dash middle, no tree tag, no tree paint, red car behind us, a circular sign, red roof. I don't see. Okay, the back of the sign doesn't really have either the double cross or the T shape, so I don't know if it is that meta, but maybe it's a tree meta. I'm gonna go kind of like middle south, so here. Okay, no, we were in Dortmund, so in North Rhine-Westphalia. North Rhine-Westphalia is white posts without white plates on the sides. Okay. All right, we've got these like cream colored yellow buildings. We've got the bus stop sign again, but it has blue text. So where is the blue text more common on a stop sign, bus stop sign? Elster, OW. I see OW on this like taxi, so I think we're more near the Poland border. Okay, not horrible. So Sorbian, which is a Slavic language, is spoken near the Polish and Czech border. You can find it on a variety of signs in this region between Cottbus and Bautzen. Okay, Sorbian. So Sorbian, Centrum. Okay, this makes sense. I think language metas are the most helpful for me because I feel like I default to looking for signs a lot of the time. So this is definitely good to know because I've never heard of this language before, and it's something I'm interested in learning more about. Okay. Sorbian. Okay, green tip bollard with a coat of arms and a yellow tip bollard. So, coat of arms was somewhere up here. I think was Bonn. Was it near Bonn ever? Bielefeld, Dortmund. Okay, I think it was near Bonn. Okay, that's a pretty good score. So we did remember the right meta. It was the LVR cap with a small coat of arms, which is in this right region. So we did get the right region, even though we didn't get a 5K there, but totally okay because we're getting better. All right, we're gonna keep going. Okay, very like flat land except for the dark hills in the back. The backs of the signs, I don't see the two metal things or the T shape. Wedges, two dots, kind of this like agriculture, something's being like planted here. Okay, like corn or something or wheat in the background. I don't know what the meta is. There's no paint on the trees, no tree tag. Is there a tree tag here? There is not. And not over here either. So I don't know exactly where we are, but we're in Germany, so I don't think we could be that far. Okay. It could have been better. So this is the Regensburg Plains and Ridge. So the flat plains southeast of Regensburg can be recognized by the slight ridge often visible in the northeast. Plains themselves are flat and quite agricultural. So Regensburg is here, kind of northeast of Munich. Okay. So that's some sort of person wearing a watch on the sign. Very dark green hilly area. De. Does this ever feel like the German Alps, I want to say? So I'm going to go near the Austrian border. Okay, yes. So we know the German Alps, or we at least knew it this round. So the German Alps is the most mountainous region in Germany, mostly concentrated on the Austrian border. Okay, cool. All right, we got a bus stop sign, so green H. Melande. It's in white text, so not red text, so not in like the Bremen area. What are the angles of the houses saying? Like they're trapezoidal and there's a triangle on top. No Aldi visible, no tree tag, no tree paint. I want to go maybe northeast because I don't know. Okay, we were more north. We were near Hamburg, so Hamburg has the red signposts and red route numbers and hexagons. Okay. Dot STR dot. Any bus stop? No. We've got like a woven kind of like brick pattern here in the bottom. It seems like a fairly big city wherever we are, but I don't know what the meta is, so... T-Mobile here, hotspot, very cool. Oh my god, a little dog, I didn't say hello. Hello, dog. I think that is a Pomeranian, maybe? I'm gonna go near Potsdam. Okay, we were in Essen, so Essen has blue signs with a very thick metallic frame. Okay. A Viet Pha place, okay. CHEN. Apothec. Okay, what is the meta here? Maybe it is like the architecture of the buildings or houses. Oh, no, it's the red text, the bus stop sign. So, red with white. Is that ever Bremen? I think. Okay. So not exactly 5K, but a really, really good score. And I think that is probably like the best round we've had of any of these games so far. So Bremen proper uses simple bus stops, which have the bus stop name with a red section. The edges can be rounded. Okay. I'm really proud of that guess. All right, 9.6K. I think that's really good for this map. So we're going to move on to the third map. All right, next up we've got a learnable Germany region guessing. Hanover is nearby, and Hanover we just tried to find earlier, right? Where was Hanover? Let me zoom out a little bit. Right here. Okay. But what is the meta here? I don't want to rely too much on it. Is this the thick metal outer with a blue sign like Essen ever? Maybe. No. Okay, this was a little bit north of Magdeburg, so sign back folded / not folded. So you can see the sign backs to street signs to Regionguessr Germany. Alright, we're in some sort of big city. Big green truck. Hotel something. Cranes everywhere. Where is the bus stop? Okay, bus stop. That'll help us. Tram. Okay, we have the green H, the yellow circle, the outer green circle, but not the red text. So, I don't think we're in Bremen, but it says BVG, which I don't remember if that means anything. I'm gonna go near Berlin, though, to start. We were in Berlin. Okay, so I didn't get it for the right reason, but we did get it right, like the right city. So that was a Berlin trash bin, so Berlin uses bright orange bins that have white text, often seen at the bus stop. Okay, Bremen's got green, Berlin's orange, and Hamburg is red. Hamburg red, Berlin orange, Bremen green. Okay, we can try to remember that. Okay, this is not as city. This is in the middle of a road. So we got this like white like route sign thing on the side of the road, which I know means something, but I don't remember where. We've got the double white middle, solar panels, this like red stick with like a black top on the side of the road, dark tall trees. Where do I think this is? Maybe a little bit north of Berlin. Okay. I think we could have done better in that round. It was a Bavaria road marker. So Bavaria uses these white rectangle road markers, which are divided by black lines into 3 sections. The left section provides the road you're currently on. Okay. Okay, we have red text on the sign, which I feel like I've seen this bike sign meta before. What other clues do we have? Outlet center. Two metal things. I don't know, and I don't remember. I definitely have seen this bike sign earlier in the video, but I don't remember exactly, so I'm gonna go in like Lüneburg. Okay. It was a red cycling sign, and red cycling signs are more common near Cologne and Dusseldorf. So North Rhine-Westphalia and Hamburg are using a red cycling sign. Okay. Okay, ITZ. I feel like this is going to be one of those like town ending name metas. So where would ITZ be more common? Shapes of the house. Maybe near the Czechia border? Because I see the ITZ right here. Lots of ITZs. Okay, I think I see like 3 cities ending in ITZ here. I'm gonna go here. Okay, cool. So we did get the right region, and we identified that it was like a town ending meta. So the eastern part of Germany, many towns, villages use a -ITZ ending. Okay. I think that was a really good score there. Alright, 9K. Let's keep going. Okay. Looks like the sign says we're near Dresden. We've got some sort of like coat of arms maybe on the flag there. Do we have any like bus stop sign meadows? Linden. We do not, so I don't know what the meta we're supposed to look for is. Is this ever like that? It was like Sorbian or something? Is that the other language that's on here maybe? It looks like not completely German. How close is Dresden? Is Dresden nearby? Oh, it might be the Sorbian language, because if Dresden is nearby, and then we have this other language under... Yeah, I think this is the Sorbian language meta. Okay, so we didn't get a great score there. We only got 2K out of 5K, but we did identify the correct language. So Sorbian, a Slavic language, is spoken near Polish and Czech border. You can find it on a variety of signs in these regions. Okay. All right, we've got these like dark wooden outer parts of the houses. Yellow fields in the back with either moo-moos or horses, but I can't tell which from here. Green, kind of like wooden again. Red roof. Is it a pole meta ever? I don't think so. What do I think? I think it probably has something to do with like the architecture here. Maybe it feels more like near Switzerland. Okay. Not horrible, but not great. So this was South Germany architecture. So in the south of the country, you can find big houses with traditional wooden details, often featuring balconies with flowers. Okay. Okay, our favorite green bollard with a coat of arms is in the north, like west part. Is it near Bonn? I think it could be like anywhere in this like region, so I'm gonna go near Bonn. Okay. Yeah, and we got the right meta again. Alright, we've got an interesting bollard here. So it's like a German bollard, but with like an orange plate on top with like a letter and 2 numbers, which you can't make out. What type of guardrail is this? Is it A or B type? I think that it's an A type, because I think A is more round and B is more angular, but I'm not entirely sure there. So we've got cornered like wheat or something here in these fields. Dark green foresty hills. What do we see here? We have the cities of Lüttich and maybe Trier. So I don't know where those are. I think I'm vibing more south because I think northern Germany would be more flat, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, we were more in the west than the north or the south. So this was a Rhineland-Palatinate orange bollard. So the only state where the plates and the bollards are orange instead of white. Okay. All right, we've got this like house with a bunch of like, you know, rows or flower boxes on the windows. Some sort of bank here. Okay, this is very interesting architecture. I think it has something to do with the architecture, probably. It feels more like up here. Okay. So, the vibe was off. It's a wooden shingle facade, so it should have like the city or whatever it is under the sea. But anyways, these wooden shingles are called Schindeln, so they're common in older farmhouses or other traditional build houses in South Germany. Okay. All right, let's keep going. All right, train tracks, car, buildings. Oh. Okay. Very big train city. .de, of course. Black belt. What do we see here that could help us? Any bus stop sign? Any bus stop nearby? Nope, I don't see it. Is that ever like a connector plate metal like over here, but kind of far away, so I don't know. Okay, trash bin. Let's look for a trash bin. Because if it's orange or red or green. Do I see orange or red or green? These are black trash bins. But I think these are like personal business ones, not like the public ones. So, alright, these ones don't look orange, blue, or like orange, green, or blue. So I don't think there are any ones I know. All I know is that we're in some sort of kind of big city. So I'm going to go in like Leipzig and we'll see where we are. Okay, we're in Stuttgart. So, Stuttgart tram rails. In the entire city of Stuttgart, there are a lot of roads with these kind of tram rails in the middle. Okay. Alright, stop sign here. Strabe. Berliner. Kind of this like stone pavement tile thing. Okay, some sort of bus stop thing, but it's blurred out here, so I don't know. Zone. Oh, bollard, like round bollard, kind of like France, low key with like the red strip thing. Is that ever? I feel like it was like here in like Cologne, maybe like the round bollard with the orange, but I don't know for sure. Okay, we were in Berlin, so these were Berlin street signs. So Berlin uses white signs with a gray border and a separate section for numbers under the name. Okay. Blue, like, I don't know, is that a trash bin? Is that like a mailbox, an information box? I don't know. Orange truck. We see a little bit of the car, like a bluish white, maybe. Because of like the shape of the buildings, like the more rectangular, I want to say more Eastern Germany. I'm gonna go here in Berlin. Okay, nice. Okay, so these were the commie blocks. So large utilitarian apartment buildings constructed during the socialist era, common in all of former East Germany. Okay. All right, we've got these like very brick houses. And the interwoven like pavement brick thing again. Where would this be more common? Dark forest. I don't know. I'm gonna go in like the west part. west of Frankfurt. Okay. So this is northwestern architecture. So these brick houses are generally concentrated in northwestern Germany. Okay. Alright, we got Aldi Süd, which is probably in the meta here. So obviously probably in like the southern half of Germany. Can we get any other clues to further determine where we are? Bulls. IKEA. Okay, IKEA. And these flags are just like banners outside of something. Where would an IKEA be in Germany? So I feel like we have to be in some sort of like fairly big city. So maybe like, is it Munich ever? Would Munich have an IKEA? It could. I'm gonna go like over here. Okay, we were more western in So it was the Aldi meta, which we recognized. So we got the right like half of the country, which I think is an improvement. All right, 5.6K. We're going to play one more round of this, and then we'll call it a day for learning Germany region guessing metas. Okay, we literally just had this round. This is northwestern architecture. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I'm going to go a little bit southwest of Bremen. Okay, nice. Tungsten. Okay. It's a little bit overcast and cloudy. Kind of green and hilly and foresty. Anything on the bollard? Nothing special. This triangle roadside marker, which I know is like indicative of a certain area, but I didn't study all the roadside markers yet. But because it's so hilly, I want to go more southern, maybe here. Okay, we were near the Switzerland border, but the meta was the suffix Stettin, so the suffix Stettin is found in the southern half of the country. Okay. Okay, red and white on the bollard here, wedge-shaped. Moo-moos, hello, 1, 2, 3. Any more? No more moo-moos, okay. So normal bollards on both sides, but there is a plate, which I don't remember where this is, but it's like a white plate with black text and 3 numbers. So, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go near Berlin. Okay, not super far off. I think we were in the right area, because if we look at this red section of the Germany map here, it's most concentrated where we are. So we're definitely doing okay with region guessing for this round at least. So these are Germany red cap posts. These white posts with the red cap are found in all of former East Germany, but most commonly in the state of Saxony-Anhalt. Okay? Okay, what type of guardrail is this? I think this is a B-type guardrail. So it's probably going to be the meta, but I think the A-type guardrails are more like round and like wiggly. And then the B-type guardrails are more like angular. So where are the B-type guardrails more common? And the shape of the bollard is a little weird. Very foresty, very hilly. Maybe even more southern. Okay, we are more western, but we did identify the guardrail right, I think. So in Germany, there are B and A-type guardrails, learning which regions can be useful. So yeah, if we look at the A-type guardrail, we were right. The A-type guardrail is more like wiggly, and the B-type guardrail is more like angular. Okay. Okay, this is beautiful. Snow on the mountains. I have a feeling this is like the German Alps, I think. So I'm gonna go near like the Austria border, maybe where it's like more likely to snow, like here. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say there. I mean, like, otherwise, like, this would make like a beautiful like postcard, you know, like just a screenshot right here. And then also we have the B-type guardrail here at the bottom, the more like angular cut off one. So I think that further supports that we're in the southern part of Germany versus the A-type guardrail. Okay, I think that was really good. So we were in the German Alps, which we did recognize the mountain range, and we did recognize the right type of guardrail, and we were on the Austrian border. So I think that's a really good region guess to end on. Yeah, 9K, not bad. Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning Germany region guessing metas and Geoguessr for 1 hour. If you want to try any of the maps yourself, I'll link them in the description. Also, leave a comment if you liked the video. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day!